You want to look like that?
Do it like this?
Yeah.
Okay. Hi, this is Sylvia Breckenridge. This is my first time on YouTube. I had to come on YouTube in response to this Shaniya Davis. Poor little girl. First of all, it's automatic that the gentleman that they have, well, I shouldn't even call him a gentleman, the male with the dreadlocks that look like he escaped from some jungle in jail right now, and the mother, the same, looking like she escaped from some jungle. But my problem is, now we know they both need, and I don't even believe in the death penalty until now. And I'd be honest with you, if I could, I've never owned a gun, never even wanted to touch a gun, scared of the sight of a real gun. But if the police would allow me, I would go put 6 bullets in every hole that he had on his body, and then invent some holes, and then her as well. However, I got a problem with the father and the auntie right now, because everything that I know is if you as an adult put a child in what is considered an dangerous environment, then you are just as guilty as the environment that you put her in, as the people in that environment, of whatever they do. Now, you chose a job over your child, went out of town, evidently, and didn't have a support system. This auntie that's all on TV crying needs to go somewhere and not be seen on TV, because if you cared that much about Shaniya, you would have not been dropping her off at some raggedy ass, woe down looking trailer with some people who look like they done came out of the jungle, and not go in there to see what her living situation was. If you was that concerned about Shaniya, the school would have had your information, so when the mother pulled her out in mid-October, which is uncustomary and unreasonable for people who think normal, however, these people can't think normal because they look like they just came out of the jungle. Now, the school would have had your number, because I have 3 children and I have enrolled them in several public school systems in several different states. And the one thing that they always want is birth certificate to prove age, so they can know that they're in the correct grade, any transcripts from any previous school that they have attended, current shot records, contact information. So now, by your brother's admission on Oprah, if he's been raising Shaniya since she was 1 year old, casually taking her over to her mom's house like they have some custody visitation set up, it would seem to me if he was raising her, because any mother, even if she has to go live in the projects, if she loves and has bonded with her child, will raise her child unless there are extreme circumstances that makes her have to send her child to someone else. So if you had the child, then you knew that there was a problem of extreme circumstance, Dad, that Shaniya was with you. So how dare you go anywhere and put Shaniya over there at that home, and not one time can you come on any of this TV in which you're crying and bawling and falling out about Shaniya not being here with us, because in the same breath you ain't ever said, well, I saw Shaniya last weekend, or I talked to Shaniya the other day, or I was just over at Shaniya's mama's home, or any of that. Because if you had went to Shaniya's mama home, or your stupid sister had went into Shaniya's mama's home, you wouldn't have needed the DCFS people to be calling you and informing you of shit, because you would have knew what was going on, and you would have immediately grabbed Shaniya if you had to run off on one of the back of them dead deers that they found behind her the hell up out of the trailer park in which I saw. You were not concerned about Shaniya, just like her mother wasn't concerned about her, and just like the other jungle bunny that killed her wasn't concerned about her. But I know America is going to give you a pass and make you the victim. But you are no different than any other father out here who could care less about his child, because if you did, you would have seen her within the 5 weeks. You would have took any $5 or $10 hour job and stayed your ass right there in Fayetteville where she was. You wouldn't have been handing her off. Your sister didn't want her. That's why her mama had her. Because if your sister wanted her and loved her so much, while she's talking about how great her spirit was, she'd have had her right there in her house when you went away, because you both would have knew that Shaniya didn't need to be over there. And then if she didn't know nothing about Shaniya's mother, when she went and picked her up on the weekend and saw the trailer, because out of concern, if you care about any kid you're raising, any house they go in, you're going in, especially at that age, because you're going to make sure it's the good house to leave them at. Period. So now, tell the truth and shame the devil. You gave Shaniya to her mama because you was sick and tired of raising her, and you had better things to do. Now, you are hurtful that she is dead, because you would have never done anything like that to her. I'm not calling you a murderer like her mama and whoever this jungle bunny is with her. But you are just as responsible, because Shaniya was a 5-year-old child, and God entrusted her to you and her mother, and you both made stupid mistakes. Now, you should not go to jail for your mistake, but you sure as hell should come on national television and tell the truth and shame the devil. Now, yes, your child is up in heaven, like I saw you, and God is going to forgive you for what you did, as long as you tell the truth. Now, I know you might not never want to come on TV and tell the truth to all of us, because those of us that are smart like me, we already know the truth. But my prayers are with you and your family, because I'm sure you did love her. But you made some mistakes as well. So now this is what I'm going to say to you going forward. If you have not gotten a vasectomy, get one, because you do not need to be responsible for anyone else under the age of 21.